What are the Synoptic Gospels?
The word synoptic, optic, we see that means to see, right?
The eye, yes.
And soon in Greek is together, so it means to see together.
To see together.
And when it's used of the synoptic gospels, that's just referring to the fact that Matthew, Mark, and Luke have sort of a similar structure and stories. They some people have conjectured that they had a document that they all based their gospels on. Some people think Mark was the original gospel because it's the shortest, and then the Luke and Matthew followed Mark. I actually don't think so. I think that Matthew was the first. It was written in Aramaic and Greek for really Jewish people. Some would read in Aramaic and some would read it. The Hellenistic Jews would read it in Greek. That's what it was for. And then what happened, Paul started preaching the gospel and needed something for the Greco-Roman world. So he got his personal physician, Luke, to do a history and write the Gospel of Luke. Mm-hmm. And then what happened next was Peter got to Rome, preached a message about the life of Jesus. His partner, John Mark, was sitting there with him, listening, taking notes, and wrote up Peter's sermon as an authoritative message about the life or the memoir of Peter, of Jesus, and he writes it up. It's interesting because it follows the same exact sermon outline that Peter uses in Acts, which I think is really interesting. It's the Gospel of Mark and the message of Peter are very structured similarly. And then what happens is later on, John, writing possibly to Rome or to the whole Roman Empire, Jews and Gentiles together, writes up this a sort of a different memoir from the perspective of Jesus' ministry in Judea. So it's slightly different than, there's some overlap, but it's different than the Synoptic Gospels. And by the way, a great book is it's called Why Four Gospels, and David something wrote it. I have to look that up. But it's a wonderful book that people can find about how we got the four Gospels.